and this seed presents you with the impossibility of spawning in an igloo that is 200 blocks above the ground. This is absolutely ridiculous, but still, despite the challenge where I'm refusing to go below Y200, I want to get my hands on some diamond tools today. This seems certainly impossible because diamonds can spawn up to a maximum height of Y16, making it very rare to find stone diamonds at all, as opposed to deep slate, let alone find enough of them, let alone, 184 blocks above that point, but still I have that goal, and my way of doing that is going to be found in my basement. So an igloo comes with a basement, and my basement was very fortunately pre-stocked with 2 villagers, or 1 villager and 1 soon-to-be villager. I still have them perfectly locked down, as you can see. Oh, have they moved back to their own spaces too? Oh, that is perfect. That is exactly what I want to see. So now what we're going to do is we can just place a little block in between them, which should be very easy. Okay, no, not working for me, but my goal is, okay, so please stay separate. Okay, if I break this block on top of them, then I can jump in, then I can stand in between, and then I can put the blocks there. Perfect. Okay, no issues here. Now, so here's my plan. If I want to get my hands on diamonds, I'm going to need to trade for them. The only way you can find diamonds that isn't mining them, or getting them through loot, and there's not a lot of loot up here in the sky, is to find them from some villagers. That's what I intend to find today, and this is Igloo Part 7, because I've been streaming this journey from the very beginning, and today I hopefully will make some improvements to my base. And so yeah, while we wait for our villagers to grow up, because that is an important part of this, we have to go ahead and chop down some wood to help with the build anyway. So yeah, hello everyone, how's it going? I am in fact IBX Toycat Nico Barata, and I'm incredibly excited for the, as James Weston puts it, slaves locked in my basement. I have 4 villagers, or 5 villagers and a cat over here that I'm gonna turn into, I'm sorry cat, you're in the way. I have 4 villagers and a cat locked over here. But I'm going to set them up in such a way that they'll all be locked into their own little trading stations, which means I should be able to trade for lots of different things. So I have iron on me right now, for example, which means that all I have to do is place down a smithing table, and I'll get a smithing villager. Hopefully not this guy. But yeah, if I put a smithing table down here, as soon as one of them grows up, that one... Another cat got in there. Maybe I should stop killing them. But as soon as they grow up, they'll become a smithing villager. If I want to get armor, I'm going to need a blast furnace, which I think is just stone around a regular furnace, right? In fact, let's look at the recipe. So if we make a regular furnace, which we could maybe just... I think we have some cobblestone in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we make a furnace, I think the blast furnace is iron... maybe some stone and then some wood in there too, and that will allow us to get an armorer, which means diamond armor. We can make huge moves forwards on this one. Where is the... no, okay, there's the blast furnace. So we need 3 smooth stone blocks, 5 iron ingots, and then... So I think that's very doable. So we have to cook stone twice, in other words. Once to make it smooth, and then once to make it smooth. Which is confusing now that I say that out loud, but I've never thought about it until just now. So in goes my spruce slabs. I'm going to cook the cobblestone, besides these 7, which I'll just leave in here for now, I guess. And then we're going to have to cook it again, I guess. Also, oh yeah, I found gravel. And so the amazing thing about finding gravel, chat, is gravel by itself has next to no value to me. But if I sit here and I mine it multiple times, I'll be able to get flint for a fletching table, which will provide me with a source of emeralds to actually be able to buy these trades. That's right, we're on the trading part of this goal today. It's going to be great. So, yeah, I think we should actually make ourselves a shovel using one of those cobblestone I just put away. I didn't think I would want a stone shovel that bad, but I think now is the time for it. Because I'm going to do one of Minecraft's most irritating activities, which is trying to turn gravel into flint. It's a 1 in 10 chance, but it never feels like it's a 1 in 10 chance. It always feels substantially less common than that. But we sit and we do it until we get 2 gravel. And then we'll use those to make a fletching table, because I have a fletching villager. He naturally came that way, but he hasn't been able to restock this entire time. And then hopefully by the time we've done that, one of our villagers grows up and our whole fun thing starts over here. So, oh, 1 flint. Oh, that's exciting. First time I can make flint and steel. Hey, 2 flint. Love to see it. I could go for more, but again, the amount of self-harm I want to inflict is quite low right now, I'd like to be honest with you. So now we make a fletching table, and we put it over here. So we break this, because now it's going to be this. I hope that he'll link to it immediately. I think that he has. Oh, he has, and he's immediately jacked up his prices. That's funny that, okay, you know, I've learned my lesson about giving him a deal. So now we take our smooth stone and make it into smoother smoother stoner, and it'll be great. So while we do this, chat... Oh, wait, never mind. Wow, it's fast-moving episode today. We got a toolsmith already. This toolsmith is working with this workstation here, which I can mine, hopefully, with a stone pickaxe, and then move it back there. And I'm going to lock in a trade early. Oh, 15 coal. That's expensive. But, I mean, what other choice do I have besides buying... Oh, stone shovels, funnily enough. Shouldn't have crafted one. Cobblestone is limited, chat. It was actually a terrible idea to make a stone shovel. I think I'm going to buy it myself. I think it's better for me to buy a stone shovel than to sell him coal. I think I couldn't bring myself to do that. So we'll buy one of those just to get the emerald. So we can lock in that we're buying a stone shovel from this guy. Perfect. Okay, now we've got a second villager, and this second villager is going to become our armorer, which means we probably have to break the baby villager out of there. So we can do that quickly if we do this fast. So we'll just place blocks up around here, prevent this guy from being able to get out, move this baby forwards, and maybe place some... Oh, God. Oh, almost walked off the edge there, chat. Can't be doing that now, can I? So we'll place a plank here, except we can't do that for some reason. It's really weird, like, where you can and can't place things when villagers are involved. But I'm just trying to prevent him from getting out. And I hope that I've just done that right now. So now if we break the boat, the baby villager will get out of there just fine, but the adult villager won't. Which is exactly what I need. It's exactly what I want. In fact, let's put that... Yeah, look at that. So now he's going to go off into another boat. And hopefully it's this boat over here. Where are you, baby villager? Have you trapped yourself? I think he has. Anyway, it's important that I go to sleep. Oh, wait, is this him? Did he grow up? So I've got 5 more villagers, 5 more jobs, and all I have to do to get them is get a sufficient number of emeralds. Because right now he's only selling me stone shovels, but eventually he'll be willing to sell a lot more. I'm going to have to buy so many shovels, chat. I'm going to have to make a chest here just to store them, actually. So... let's do that now. I've got lots of spruce planks. Oh, I don't actually. I'm going to be using spruce planks for my wood needs. Because I have a lot of oak logs that I'm trying to use for the build of this base, you know? Like I want to... you can see they're a key part of my design. And so I don't want to use them willy-nilly. So this person has to get trapped in a boat soon. Hopefully he just does that naturally. In fact, I'll help him with it. And while he does that, we should work on getting our blast furnace for our second villager. Okay, so you... in a boat. All the boats will be broken eventually, but for now, they're just an easy way of keeping villagers in one place. Now let's go find a blast furnace. It's free smooth stone acquired, and we're good. They grow up so fast, says Dasher. I'm always amazed that they do. But yeah, Dasher asks, how am I doing? So I think, well, actually, you are the next villager to be alive, but that does not matter, apparently, because it's you who gets to be the blast furnace, man. That works for me. So now, same deal, I can buy iron boots from him, and I really want to, but it's just so shockingly expensive. So I'll chop down a tree. Hope that his prices have gone down, they have. I'll chop down a tree, get the wood, get the sticks. Because I don't want to waste my oak logs, because oak is harder to come by than spruce. Spruce is very easily chopped. Does you looking for a new thumbnail artist mean Harrison's getting fired? Oh, no, not at all. I think Harrison, Harrison's been good at making thumbnails. I don't think it's like, so he's an editor mostly. And the thumbnail thing is like, oh yeah, he's like able to do it. I don't think we're like replacing him or anything. I think I floated the idea of him like months ago. Like, should we get like someone just for thumbnails? And he was like, yeah, it seems like a good idea. It's like how, I don't know, like equivalent might be. Harrison and Ash, both my editors, used to actually build the world. It was very nice of them. They used to build the world for the update videos. But now we have someone dedicated to do that, right? Or I guess you could say even deeper on that, be like, well, before they did, I did, you know, like, but there's an inherent trade-off that any time you spend doing one activity, you can't spend doing another. I think that is an obvious trade-off to most people, but it still sucks that it is a trade-off. Because you want to do everything, right? I woke up today, chat, and I was really excited about, I had a video idea in my head. It was like, I want to do just a full hour-long uncut, or maybe like hour and a half, like as long as it takes. Like, cut out just the most, you know, like, simpler things to show like the full run of here is what you should do if you're in a new world and you're worried about building things because you don't think you have the tools. Here is what you should do for that, right? I had the idea. I was like, I really want to make this video, but you know, I have obligations to like, you know, check some shorts that have been edited. I have obligations to make the Q&A. It is a Saturday, and so I have this obligation to stream. And then it turns out I have a friend who's got a housewarming party. And so my obligation is I can either attend their party or I can make that video, and or you know I can do my live stream or I can make that video. I could do the so you have to pick the things that you need to do. The dream in life, and I think when you're like really good at like taking your agency back, is when you can I think you'll know that's true if you can successfully do everything that you need to and do everything that you want to. That is the dream that is far off for me to reach right now. But the more that you can do that you want to versus the more that you feel you have to do is like where I feel like I've got a good balance in life. I was realizing recently, someone asked me to like restart a podcast that I did like most of a decade ago. Geography for the Blind, if you're curious. And I was like, oh yeah, like I remember we had this issue where both of us were the type of people that were like, yeah, scheduling this in every single week without fail is a scary concept. But, you know, like there's without the routine and the discipline, you can't have things that people might enjoy on a routine and disciplined basis. Which is why so many YouTube channels have an upload schedule of once every when I feel like it. Because it's really hard for a lot of people to be creative on a basis of more than once every when I feel like it. So I'm going to chop down this piece of wood now. I don't know how there's a piece of oak log sitting on some podzol, but there is. And now that should give me enough spruce logs to get a bunch of sticks. Also, I have my bone meal farm. We should get that moving. So just throw these in there. I don't need them for anything else right now. And then also, let's harvest our stuff. I'm going to follow the advice of using a wooden hoe, even though I don't think it is true. Because what is the harm in testing if it is, right? So, ho, ho, ho. I'm like Santa Claus over here. By the way, today's video from 2009 was very interesting. Oh yeah. Okay, chat. So I was playing around with my old videos because I realized recently, like, oh yeah, I referenced that I started making videos in 2009, but my first video is still unlisted. So I figured like, oh, so if people want to see it, I'll make it public so you can see it from my channel page. What ended up happening? I don't know if this is a YouTube bug or not, but it's kind of ruined that video forever now because it won't show a 2009 upload date. That video will forever show 2025 as uploaded, even though it's so clearly a 2009 video. Also, it's snowing and I hate that, but there's not a lot I can do about it, actually. So that's a problem, I guess. Okay, so let's now go take our blocks and let's go convert them into iron boots. Because right now I have leather, which is nice, but I could do with an upgrade. Also, Chantel says the upload schedule is once whenever when the sponsorship video is due. Yeah, I think that's the wild thing about being a creative and working with like sponsors is they have really, you know, like it's that same thing I was saying about like every now and then, well, in fact, quite frequently, a creative job has to meet the real world, and so like marketing can't just be like, oh yeah, just make it whenever you're good. We'll give you the money now and you can give us the video like whenever you feel like it, I guess. There are tight deadlines and lots of people who get upset if you don't do it. Okay, so I'm gonna make some sticks, 4 stick trades. I'll go for 5 just to have the extra one, I guess. And now, chat, I can lock in my my armorer, and he's gonna give me iron boots, which means I'll forever be slightly more protected against the world. Look at me, I'm building up a real armor set here. I'm 63 days into Minecraft, chat, and I'm almost gonna get a full set of gear. I'm gonna have to buy too many pairs of these. Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, chat. This is gonna cost me like 32 emeralds, and all I get in exchange is chainmail leggings at the next tier. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of trading apparently. Instead, I might be better off going up this hierarchy. You know, even then, not really, right? I'm probably gonna be best off making another one of these. But also I need to now consider stuff like a lectern, right? So, or a cauldron. Do I need a leather worker? If I did, I've got this guy. No, he's my farmer. He sells me bread. It's a nice deal we've got here. He could sell me apples too, but Yeah, I don't have any pump. Yeah, it's a shame. I really locked in the wrong type of farmer. It might be best off for me later to get a better farmer, but problem for later me. So I need to work out what other trades do I want, chat. So the ones that immediately come to mind are obviously everyone wants a lectern. Actually, a smoker would be really good too, because that would allow me to make, to buy like cooked food rather than bread. In other words, this guy would become obsolete, which is kind of sad. So there's the smoker for a butcher. There's the lectern for a thing. What's he called? The librarian. There's the stonecutter, which is really, really unique. Actually, I think the stonecutter has to be one of them, because even if I don't use it a lot, it's my way of generating blocks up here, which is pretty damn useful. So I'll put some slabs in there, 2 of them, and let's do it. By the way, I've been watching my own videos using slabs. It's one of those funny things. I didn't realize it was Java only until I was working on that video. It's, there's so much about... Also, inventory management is my passion, says Frog. Inventory management is my passion. How could you tell? Also, the snow spawning everywhere. Little bit of a pain. It makes me want to, you know, like, build something up here. But, again, if we're at Y200, this is probably just a fact of doing business. So we want a... We 100% want a stonecutter villager. And we want a stonecutter in general, so that's, like... It's a no-brainer. But you can see how this is wearing on my iron supply, chat. Like, I took as much iron as I could possibly get. It took me 5,000 blocks of journey. And in exchange... Is it you next? Yes, it is. So I think next I have to move these guys backwards. As far backwards as I can. And then I'm going to put the blocks into their sides. Again, this is just the simplest... Oh, I can't put a block there? Okay, that's okay. Oh, I could. So this guy, I want to move him as close to the front of this as I can. But only when he has a block to trade with me. So you are now my mason. And I can now buy bricks. Also, I could sell stone. This is the worst quality trade in Minecraft. But if I... Oh, he'll eventually sell me these, which I actually do need. I'm using so many of them, chat. So even though I really want to have more of this, and even though I really want to have this, I think the diamond tool is going to take a back seat, because I'm going to be spending a lot of time on those. I am going to get them before the end of today. But I think getting some actual useful blocks should take priority. And so I'm going to let it take priority. That's what I'm going to do. Make a whole pile of these. Make them all into sticks. Make another pile of those. Make them all into sticks. And let's get those trades done before the end of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully that's not too many so that he won't raise his prices tomorrow. I now have 7 emeralds, which I think I would just immediately use to buy bricks. I don't know what to do with these bricks, chat, but I know a brick is more useful than another stone shovel. So I'm down with that. Also, I'm going to assume Toycat's doing alright, since I don't think we'll ever come back to that topic. Exactly, Dasher. You know, I'm doing pretty good, I would say. I had a really good day yesterday. Thank you for asking. No, yeah, I had an especially good day yesterday, I would say. And I would say today too. It's been one of those work days where I've like enjoyed the process a lot. I think it's one of it's something I mention a lot on YouTube. Whether it is healthy, it's definitely healthy on any platform when you're doing something that is like air quotes artistic. But it's healthy to separate the process from the results. But it's not successful to do that. And given that one of the results that you need is your financial stability, I guess. It's impossible to... Oh, there's a creeper there. Hello, creeper. Make sure you don't explode. And then attack you again. Because I need to make sure I'm growing more spruce saplings. Definitely here. I only really want 2 of them, but we'll make sure they're both growing. Just fine. Perfect. Also, I'm getting sticks from these trees, which is a lovely secondary drop. So yeah, by the way, I've gone into a real nice routine in this world too. I feel like every day we come up, we check if the sheep have grown back. For some reason, they're eating podzol. I didn't realize that was a... Why is it podzol, chat? Like, why would it be? I really don't get that. I'm now going to place some slabs around here, so that way when I remove their blocks, they're not going to get upset with me. Yeah, only this guy is able to regrow his wool right now, which is fine, I guess. Again, I might need beds later. If I do, this will be handy. We'll dump this into here for now, alongside my white wool and my bones and my bone meal even, let's say, and my vines. Again, just a big dump right in there. And then we'll head downstairs because it's a big day for... I think it's a big day to work on these people. So I've got 3 of my villagers worked out. I've got 2 more that I can make. I could obviously breed more later, but I think that I've got to decide what's most important to me. Is a librarian important? Yeah, but he's going to be a pain. Is a butcher important? Yeah, but it makes me sad for this guy's job. You know, I put a lot of work into getting that bread. That's not a valid reason, though. So we're not going to accept that. So I think a smoker is logical. A smoker and a librarian, chat? Is that what we should go for? Yeah, I don't know. I want to know your thoughts. Also, hey, this really does remind me of Skyblock. Yeah, it's fun that it has effectively become Skyblock in vanilla Minecraft. This world is capable of earning achievements, and it is in real hardcore in real Minecraft. Yeah, maybe that's a fun idea. We should retitle the main video that way. Also, I think I just sheared that block for no good reason, but that's fine. I'll just turn it into planks. Turn those planks into sticks too. See, I think we're gonna buy bricks now, chat. And I guess we could use those bricks for this little section. Because I've got 7 emeralds, which means I'm very close to being able to buy these. But I've got 7 emeralds, which means I've got all of these bricks. And there's nothing you can use bricks for besides pots. Decorate pots too, actually. But, like, these things aren't that useful. And so I think I'm going to make a ton of bricks. And then I'm going to use these bricks to make the little villager home. Because I think it'll make it feel more like a house. Or I'd even build a Toy Cat Let's Play house here, right? So all we have to do is... we can make this whole thing look like it's one if we play our cards, right? So clearly all the villagers are kind of like further forwards than I was picturing. Which isn't actually that good. I think I'd like to move them back. So slowly, one by one, we'll just replace the blocks that exist here now with my brand new bricks. So this block up here... Oh, so he's in the right place now. So this block up here, let's replace it with some bricks. Then let's go behind you. Let's nudge you into place. And then behind here, more bricks. Same thing over here. Just put some bricks back there. Put a brick over your ceiling. Apparently that doesn't work. Can I put a brick in front of you, maybe? So if we try putting spruce plank there, can we put a... Yeah, we can. Perfect. So now this man is locked into place, which means we can officially break his boat. And as soon as we've broken his boat, we can move this block. So we put this block up there. Then we can move this block forwards by 1. Should be nice and easy. Pro tip for inventory management, by the way. Throw your blocks on the ground. Makes everything so much easier. And now we can remove this block, because he's relinked to it, because I have traded with him. And wow, look at that. And we could probably remove this by putting it there instead, actually. Hey, now my villager is locked into place, and I can remove these ugly additional blocks. So the same thing will happen here once we give him a brand new block. The same thing can go in between them, because they're not going to be able to talk to each other, not through my new brick walls. And then the same thing over and over and over again. We just need to make sure that every villager can effectively stay in their place. So you... I'm going to give you a little nudge. Actually, we have to place the blocks back here first. Can't do that. So place that, and then the bricks. So we place the bricks back there first. Then we give him a nudge, as far into the bricks as he'll allow. Place our block. Place our blocks. Remove the block. And move it backwards. Yeah, this is a really slow way to do it, but I think this is the easiest way to guarantee your villagers will be locked into a single location. Now we break the boat. Hope that the villager doesn't immediately suffocate. He does not. Place that there. Break it. And we can even break this one now. Perfect. Look at that. So as long as we break this block and immediately replace it with bricks, he won't escape too. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah. Slowly but surely, we are making an impact, chat. So that's 4 villagers now. 3 villagers locked in. But we're really looking to have... a librarian more? I think so. Also, no fisherman. No, you're right. The fisherman, I think, is a good I think we want the fisherman for a bucket bad enough that it's worth paying for. So we'll make 2 oak planks, not that many. And then we'll make some oak slabs. Oh, we already have some. And we'll make a barrel. Because I think that's going to be more important than the butcher. So you are likely going to become my butcher. I'll confirm by placing it here. Yes, you are. And if this guy becomes my butcher, I can sell coal. Or I can... Okay, this is... He's the wrong type of... Okay, so this is the cool thing. In Minecraft, if you ever get trades you don't like, you can just say, nope, I don't consent to these trades. And you can tell the game to try again. So we'll break this and we'll say, no, 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 no. Could you try that again, but better? It's like AI, you know, you yell at it over and over again until eventually it goes, nope, wrong trades. Could I have that again, but better, please? Important question from Kat. Is slow mode on? Oh, I'm not sure, actually. We turned it off a few streams ago. Oh, and there we go. Bucket of cod, but just 3 emeralds. We turned it off a few streams ago. Maybe we didn't turn it back on. Yeah, interesting. Maybe that's a security thing we should throw back on, huh? Yeah, so I love these streams because it's like fun to have like a chat with your chat. But it does mean, it does give the, it does also, do you still play Wild Frost? I'd love to post girl named Maddie. I really, really, really liked Wild Frost. I was like my evenings be a bit too consumed by it, if I'm being honest. When really what I want to do is I want to show people how to get the Elytra in an hour and a half. He lies to us to keep us on our toes. Yeah, he likes to keep us on our toes, not lies to us. I was like, oh, I don't think it said slow mode was on. But yeah, so slow mode is really useful in a community. It always sounds like, I was thinking about something today, chat. I saw someone, hey, Geoffrey! Thanks for becoming the 430th channel member. If I said your name right. If I didn't, then I apologize. Thank you very much, Geoffrey. So this guy, I need to lock him in, which means I need to have sticks. Which means I need to go up right now and chop down some trees with them. Let's do it. But yeah, hey Toycat, could you ask Toycat if he wants me to fix the thumbnail? I would love for you to fix the thumbnail, Dabos. Yeah, I just kind of like, I did the like easiest solution to get it together before the stream. Yeah, please do. I would love to see what's going on with that. Also, I think I've been realizing a lot today, chat. That there's this like, a separation you need to have emotionally, but not actually. And that's a very hard thing to say about anything. I guess it's the easiest thing to say about everything. Is like, the ideal way to optimize your life for results is to assume that you're a passionless robot. But if the ideal way to optimize your life for emotions is to assume that you live in a society where there's no such thing as rules, man. And that also does not work. And so you have to work out the exact path between those two ideals of this is how the thing actually works and this is how the thing should work. And once you can do that, you'll be very happy. Also, the harem grows, there's a post girl named Maddie. Indeed it does. You know, actually, chat, I've been looking for, you know, now that Dasha's got her blue name via the moderating thing. By the way, thank you to her and Kat for making the stream all wonderful. But yeah, something now that that's happened, we now need our new token example of a non-channel member that we always respond to. Because some people are like, oh, Toycat, you only respond to members. And a part of that is like, well, statistically, the people who are here more often and therefore leave things that are more relevant are going to be members. But also a part of it is like, okay, you know, we need an example to point to and be like, look, I'm not, you know, racist. I have a friend like this. I want to be like, I'm not racist against people without green names. I have non-green friends. And so who would like to apply to be my token representation? Thumbnails attract new subscribers, but the hardcore homies don't mind. Yeah, on streams in particular, I'm quite surprised. So this is the classic example. I've got myself into a happy place of streams where I literally am just now like, I stream a few times a week. I make it my little happy place. We have a good time. We do what we're up to. I vote Hexateron. Or yeah, Hexateron is perhaps our favorite. I want to be the representation, says Jazdu Productions. You know, Jazdu, it's good to see you. You know, how long have you been here, Jazdu? I need your commitment to this one. But yeah, you're the one who loses me to lose hardcore worlds? That's terrible then. I don't need to be that. That's funny to me. I used to be the minority friend, says Dasher. I mean, everyone needs one, right? That's But anyway, so I'm a hardcore homie. Yeah, so I think on YouTube, it's kind of a similar thing to what I was saying with like, you know, like for most of your subscribers, it doesn't actually matter that much what thumbnails and titles you use. And so like, we've had a really good chill time these last few weeks where we've been streaming very consistently. But because it's like, I have to like, you know, rush to make the stream fit around the rest of my day. So like I finished working on the Q&A like 30 minutes ago. And there was another video I was planning to get done in that middle time. So I got like as much of it done as I could in the last 25 minutes. And then I went and grabbed myself a beverage. But it means that I didn't have as much time to like focus on what should the thumbnail for this video be? What should the title for this video be? It's not a very, you know, interesting or compelling one. Hopefully it is to you. But so I recently like you can see this looking through my live streams. Like you would expect that every one of these Igloo core videos should get roughly the same views, maybe more for the earlier ones than the later ones. But no, the one where I placed 6,000 slabs in the void got way more views. You know, like doing the most boring thing, if we're being totally honest with ourselves. That was the thing that attracted the most people because it was a more compelling title, thumbnail, etc. And so if you can spend more of your life working out how to do those, you'll be more successful and therefore in the long run happier, but it comes at the cost of, maybe you could say short-term unhappiness, but at the very least like, so I need to make more planks so I can make one of these. There is a short-term cost to have that long-term gain. And I think for a lot of people, you hit a point in life where you're just like, I don't want short-term costs. I don't want those costs anymore.
Toy Cat Tax.
Cheeky Vox!
Catch a stream again. Hope you are all doing desert well.
I hope you're doing desert well too. Thank you. Yeah, like if I'm like leveling like, you know, the actual things that give me the endorphins in the moment, every time I get a tip like that, I'm like, hey, someone enjoys, even if not this stream right now, but hopefully this stream right now, but like someone enjoys the streams enough that they wanted to, you know, leave a tip. Like they are like, I want these things to continue here. I think that's awesome and I can like endorphin chase that. However, you know, for a successful long-term stream, you do technically need to get new viewers too, because statistically your existing viewers can only die or decide they don't like Minecraft anymore, right? Or whatever other reasons you would stop watching these videos. And so that's a good way to get through that. Anyway, the title should be Jeb Emotions. Jeb Emotions. Anyway, so let's make a lot of spruce planks. Let's put away our egg. I'm slowly building up a chicken farm, by the way, chat. Your dreams are coming true. I love your new 2009 video. It's not a new video. It's 16 years old. I'm amazed that you can have 16-year-old videos on YouTube. That doesn't feel correct. Also, do you get out of the boat? No, just facing the wrong way. I really am. I mean this very sincerely. I'm amazed that you can have 16-year-old videos. That doesn't feel like it's a reminder that I'm old, I guess, that can be true. And, you know, makes sense. I've been on YouTube since before I was 16 years old. And YouTube has grown up around me in some lovely ways and some less lovely ways. But it has certainly grown up. So now we'll break this boat and he can stay there. Put this above him, put this there, break this block, and slowly but surely it continues. But yeah, the most important thing is I need to get some emeralds in. So stick time. I'm going to make all of these into sticks, chat. I'm going to have so many sticks, my inventory clogs up with sticks. That's what I'm going to do. 31, perfect. So 31, can afford lots and lots of these. And I'll make more sticks. Yeah, more sticks for me, I say. So I think we're going to go for 10 trades today. That's a very healthy amount. And now this gives me 10 emeralds. I can make progress towards those diamond tools that I want. I can make progress towards these stone things that I really want. But I am going to choose first to make progress on this. This bucket of cod will allow me to go fishing. It'll allow me to water my crops. And so that's a whole child. Yeah, it is a whole... Well, I mean, you could argue that's when you stop being a child. But the point is that it's a whole human being we could have formed in the time that YouTube video has been around. It led me down a bit of a nostalgia trip, actually, if I'm leveling with you entirely here, chat. Like, because in that same video, the 2009 video, I have just whatever random flash game music, you know, I found at the time. Okay, so make sure he's still at the same trades. He does. And if we buy a second bucket of cod now, we've locked in infinite, that's right, chat, infinite amounts of water. I think we should do that. I think we're gonna have to set up a little pond somewhere, probably up there. But once we set up that little pond, we'll be good to go. I was 26 in 2009, says James Riddle. Wow, you could have already had a whole child by the time I posted my first YouTube video as a child. Yeah, age. I don't want to use the word age gaps because that usually refers to something else. But the difference between age is interesting because when you're like 5, someone who's 2 years older than you is like infinitely older. They're like, you can't understand the plane of reality that they're existing in, right? Like it's like they're like that level of, you know, age difference. Also, I'm gonna put my water. I have to. Okay, so I'm gonna walk over to my staircase. This is nerve-wracking. I wouldn't do this while hungry, chat. I've learned no more hardcore while hungry. So this is a bottom half slab. Yes. So we now move these bottom half slabs. Oh, we can't use bottom half slabs, but we'll use them anyway just to make this work. So we'll place this over here. And then we're going to remove a few of these blocks. Okay. And we're going to make this our 2x2 source area. Okay, so you see the idea I'm going for here, chat? I hope you do. We're going to have water on the bottom here. So it's going to have to go around here, but that's okay. But the water's going to go here. Oh, God. Don't like that noise. I guess we got to do that on all of them, though. So let's now use the planks. Very terrifying, but plank there, oak slab there and there. And now we've got a place just like this that I can store my water and make an infinite source. And also 2 cod. I think the cod will inevitably just jump themselves out at some point. But look at that. I now have water that is infinite.
I missed out making a flat survival world, but Igloo core is really fun once you get to that tree.
Oh, awesome, Charles. I think it's so cool whenever these videos inspire someone to try the same challenge. Yeah, getting out to the tree is a pain. And then I would say the second like level of the challenge is getting out to the stone mountain. I think I was thinking about it today and I realized you could technically do all this villager trading I'm doing right now before you go out towards the mountain. So that might be more useful as a pathing for you. But yeah, my next big journey outwards, because this could be a fully self-sufficient land, except wandering traders aren't spawning, chat. I can't work out why they're not spawning. I would love to do like a test to see if they ever do. In fact, wait, someone remind me at the end of today's stream to leave my PC running and recording on like a creative test world to see if wandering traders can spawn above Y200 and it's just really rare. Like I think I'll make like a giant platform in the middle of nowhere and then just sit there with my recording going and I can like watch it, I guess. As a computer programmer, it's even more hilarious. You know, that's the difference between ages is like it scales. So when someone's 10 and you're 12, they're like closer by. When someone's like 18 and you're 20, you can like fully get along now. And when you're like 30 and someone's 32, you're like, yeah, that's like you're the same age. When someone's like 70 and 72, you don't even really consider that to be different, do you? Like, you know, besides like if you're an insurance actuary, you might need to write more expensive policies the one than the other. But it doesn't affect most people most of the time. By the way, I think I still want to put fences around here. Definitely got intentions of doing that. But first, we've got new spruce logs, which means we've got more emeralds and more fun things to do. Also, wait, I'm going to put my water into the center hole here. Look at this. Yeah, my crops are watered now, chat. They are hydrated crops. That is an exciting world to be living in. But yeah, we go to sleep immediately every night because I want 0 chance of being knocked off this by a skeleton. Leave PC running while recording to see wandering traders. Yeah, that's what I want to do, Dasher. So, yeah, I'll see, I'm gonna see, Boogie has a, do I have a picture of that igloo? Okay, I do not, I'll send you the closest one I've got, though. Okay, so a decade ago, I watched IBX Toycat's videos on the T19 tutorial world. Now I watch videos on politics and the job market. I don't know if I think the job market is cooked. That's my hot take. I think my crazy take on it is, you know, actually, should I do think that, there is more sources of things for people to do in exchange for money now than there has ever been. And that's not just absolute numbers, I think. Like, we have the... But, the catch is, I think... Do you know how, when there's, like, a tax-free sale, people will buy more things? They'll be like, oh, I'm not paying tax? I'd love to do that. And the other weird incentives of, like, you know how, like, certain things have to be, like... you know how there's, like, different tariffs if you have, like, or different taxes. Let's just be honest about what they are. Like, there's different taxes depending on whether your jeans have a zipper or whether they use buttons. Because for some reason they count as entirely different products. But whichever one has a lower tax is the one that people are going to spend effort in marketing. Because you don't want to just pay 10% needlessly, right? Like, basically, the solid... also, hello, Hexateron! We actually labeled you as our non-member chatter, as our token. Look, we care about you too. I hope you are enthused about your new title. I think I want to put water in here somewhere. Like, I think a pond in a corner of this would be really cool. I'm not sure I'm going to do that right now, though. So instead, let's trade some sticks. My inventory management is, in fact, my passion still, chat. Don't you worry. Don't you ever believe that it's not. So that can go in there, and maybe the string, and I've got eggs, but I don't need eggs. Yeah, this is good enough. So now let's get back to the game, which is make spruce planks, turn spruce planks into sticks, turn sticks into emeralds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, no, that's all. Okay, so now we can take all of these sticks, and I could choose to just keep buying buckets, chat, but I'm not going to. It's going to be too expensive. I can choose to buy this guy's things, and I think I'm going to do that at least 3 more times. Because now I can start buying these, which I actually need. This is the first trade where I'm making, like, a positive improvement. And if I do this, I can buy dripstone blocks. Can you craft pointed dripstone, chat? Because if you can, this might be... This is amazing. I think I might be opening up my possibility of getting unlimited lava. I'd still need to get my first lava. You can't buy it from the trading guy yet. But yeah, that's actually my biggest challenge in this world now, chat. If I can get lava, so many things open up. You know, like making a nether portal. Now, look, I have water now, right? So all I need is lava to go to the nether. Not that that works that way, but you get the idea. I've got very exciting goals coming up ahead. And all I need to do... No, you can't. Every time I think you should be able to. Like a block that is made out of something should be crafted from that thing. But it doesn't. Also, free cheers for Hexateron. Yeah, everyone's saying chat. Everyone just say the word Hex. You know, because, you know, when you're friends with someone, you make up a nickname for them. And so as our token non-member friend, if anyone else would like to be a token so that we don't scare off Hexateron, feel free to join, though. So I'm going to buy 1, 2, 3, 4. I should just buy them all. I just want to get up to that trade tier, I think. Yeah, but no, I've got to make progress on getting diamonds at some point. I've got to make this progress somewhere, somehow. So let's do it, I guess. Let's make our chest, because we only need to store them. Let's make that chest. Let's get it ready. Like, put that here. And then break this. And then just put, like, 1 slab above it. Because that will work just fine, I think. Or I can make it a brick slab, actually. Because that's the thing I can do. Look at my stonecutter, chat. Wow, incredible things happening here. So if we put that here, then now we can keep my... Oh, no. Okay, need that. Now this chest can be where I store my extra stone shovels. Because when I buy them, that's what's going to have to happen. It's going to cost me about... So there's 3 bars filled, and we've got another 3, 6, 9, 11. We've got roughly... If we need another 12 bars, let's just say simply, we need to go through 8 more emeralds. We have 5 more emeralds. So eventually we'll be doing that with the support of my lovely guy, the Fletcher. Maybe now's a good time to get another Fletcher, though, actually. If I'm going through this many... Yeah, might be an idea. Honestly, now might be the time to cook up another villager. Oh no, I don't have any potions, chat. I have a brewing stand though. I think I should put my brewing stand down. I want to see what value could I get from a brewing stand, man. We are gonna find that out right here, right now. So, by the way, thank you for the tip, Pogo. I had a thought. Are you a coffee-drinking lesbian slut, or... oh, sorry. Are your members coffee-drinking lesbian sluts? Yeah, statistically. If you think about the fact that they are engaging in a wife behavior, despite the fact it all adds up that way. Also, we can get redstone. Oh, that's gonna change everything, chat. I can make pistons. The piston is so useful for when you're making a lectern trade. I can get lapis this way. I can get ender pearls. I don't think I want ender pearls. Yeah, this is a game changer. I don't think I'm gonna use this, but I like that it exists. Yeah, I think maybe actually. So we've only got to move this guy into his little cubby hole, and then we are pretty good to go, I would say. So we'll place a block up here. It's weird that it goes there, right? That doesn't feel correct to me. Then we'll just place a block over here. No, on the side here. How do we keep this guy I guess we'll just put another block there, but like not there, like over here ideally. I want to keep him locked in his place, but it's very tricky to do that. We could put another block here, and that sort of does it in a messy way. And now we can break that boat, and there's no way that he should be able to get out that I can see. Yep, so we'll break it. And then as soon as he naturally goes in his little hole, is when we'll be good. So his cat is finally loose. Very lovely to see. But I'm just going to jump up here, push you in perfectly. No, you want to stay there? Okay, I don't know how I'm getting out, actually. Maybe I should break one of these blocks. I'm sure he'll follow me out if I do that, actually. Okay, so just place that there. And let's try and nudge him. There we go. Just a little nudge. Just a little push. Come on, buddy. Okay, as soon as he's in his little place, we'll have our guy being much better. But yeah, for now, this is my best way of getting chiseled stone bricks, which are going to be essential for extending out this whole thing. Which I'll do right now. Oh, it's a little risky. But I'll do this right now just because I've got them, and I'd rather have them in the world than on me. You can't make these into slabs, by the way. Actually, yeah, you can't. Sad as that is. Does that make any sense, chat? Does that seem logical to you? It's weird that it is true. I think this is a safer way of placing. Makes me feel safer, at least. And there we go. Got some extra slabs down. Just need to get some more, which I'll get from cobblestone. So this would have been amazingly useful to have known before. I guess I should have known. It's one of the trades, but it makes this build a lot easier to make. Then I'll place one of the blocks here. No, I won't, because he's still hanging around, making my life tricky. Could you just go in your little hidey hole? It's nice over there. Look, all the other villagers are hanging around in theirs. Don't you want to be like the other villagers? I think you should want to be like the other villagers. So remove this block. Place it over here too. We can do the same here, but there's a chance they'll escape if we do that actually. So we'll have to place that block there for now. Remove this. Is it placed onto something? It's not, so we have to place a block there and then another block there. Perfect. Slowly but surely, chat. My brickification will be complete. Yeah, I think we probably don't need these top blocks. I think we replace those so that we can do these blocks made out of bricks instead. So this should be a bricky block. Yep, you love the bricky blocks. And then we'll use these to make the blocks in between. Thank you for the genesmosis. Oh yeah, my point was about sometimes I read the message next to mine. I'm like, oh man, that was a really good message. Chat, have you left a message and then felt like it was ignored? Now is the time to leave that message. You can put it in again right now. It's not a terrible time for it. You could do it. No one would stop you. So, Kat, the official favorite non-member, I command you to finish what you were saying about the job market because I wanted to know what you had to say about it. Okay, so the genes thing, like, you know how like different goods follow the easy, like it's like rivers. They follow the easiest course to the ocean. Money follows the easiest course to making more money, I guess you could say, to be cynical. Or you could say that if you want to put it in a really nice flowery way, that consumers follow the cheapest path to their desires. We don't care about jeans whether they have buttons or zips. If one costs 10% more than the other, but you like it 5% more, you might just buy the jeans. Or you might say, I like these 5% more, I'll pay whatever price. But most people will generally just, convince themselves that they like the buttons more if they're cheaper than the zips, or vice versa, I think is the actual one. But so, I think the job market kind of works that way with two huge distortions. One of those distortions is because the minimum wage has gone from being it affected 10% of people, if that, to now something like a third of the economy is minimum wage jobs. Not because more people are being paid less, but because the minimum wage has gone up. People who would be getting paid £7 are getting paid £10. People who would be getting paid £8 are getting paid £10, etc. I think that then also creates a distortion in the other direction, where now, as it becomes more acceptable to pay minimum wage, it becomes more expectable. The more acceptable something is, the more expectable it is, if you will forgive the close rhymingness of those words. But it means that more and more jobs, basically push themselves into that market of, we just need a warm body to do this. But, we also, because we feel like we're paying that warm body. So there's all sorts of weird distortions that you get of how companies hire people that way. But then the other distortion is it costs so much less to hire someone as a self-employed person. And also you get around that first distortion of minimum wages, because as a self-employed person, I don't have to pay myself minimum wage. I have earned substantially less than minimum wage some hours that I have worked. I thankfully, the last time I pointed out, someone was like, here's a tip. Now you made minimum wage for this. I think it was the 10-hour Let's Play episode I did. That's a classic example. I sometimes follow my vision, even when it makes no sense. And sometimes, as a result, I get paid less than minimum wage, which is my right. If an employer was doing that, if YouTube LLC was saying, Toycat, we don't want to pay you minimum wage, they'd be outraged. But as an individual, I can decide to pay myself less than minimum wage, which is why more and more jobs are now becoming self-employed. And so there are so many contractor-style, gig work out there. And sadly, near universally, it's become a way to pay people less than, to have none of the protections of employment, etc. And so that is one of the big distortions. There are fewer highly paid graduate jobs, but even that's not true. There are a lot more graduate jobs, but there's a lot more graduates. So more and more people who graduated can't do that, and instead, the bottom of the market has become this weird mishmash. And so there's a ton of jobs in there, though. It's just that most people don't want to do most of them. I don't know. I had a partner who was I forget the exact name of the degree, like performing arts or something, because they followed the advice that was that I think most people will give you of, so what you want to do in school is whatever you like doing most. If you enjoy doing it, then you should do it. And it's really good advice if you're trying to sound like you're giving good advice to someone, right? But then they graduated, and not a lot of jobs in that field. And so there's a real struggle you have where you now expect, especially with huge debt, you expect to make a certain amount. But also I don't know. There's also a level of a lot of people will just be yeah, those jobs, that bottom 1/3 of the economy, maybe bottom half of the economy, none of those jobs for me, please. And that, I think that is another distortion of, you can have the same number of jobs as people, but people from this half don't want jobs in this half, and people in this half might want the jobs over here, but they don't know the way to convince the people up there that they. So it's I don't know. I guess everything, you could say it's at some point dives into a bizarre economics issue. Okay, so 45 blocks from mobs causes them to despawn. Thank you, Kian. I've been watching the Let's Play again from the beginning. I have to stop now because it's out of order, and if I'm not actively on my phone, it's hard to watch. Oh, I thought we fixed it. I was pretty sure we fixed it. Did YouTube break it again? So let me know, Lisa Powers. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna buy, okay, I have to do this at some point, chat. Let's just do it now. Let's put all the stone shovels in a chest, because future me might want these stone shovels. It's not impossible he does. And by doing that, I unlock level 2. Which means I can sell my iron. Which a part of me would like to do, chat. But unless I have a golem farm, which maybe I just have to make, this is too yeah, I mean, at some point in the future, I could make a poppy farm. Trades, healthcare, and public services are always a good bet. Yeah, I think if I'm being honest, the action advice most people need to know about the job market is what are the things that best allow you to start down here where all the jobs are, but like that aren't that desirable to do, to get into that top level. And I think, yeah, trades and the idea of apprenticeships are great for that. At least they seem to be. That's my experience. Everyone I know who's done an apprenticeship has ended up earning like 60, 70k. Like it used to be university was the best way to get someone from here to there. If you showed someone you could go to this university for 3 years and do a program, it's great. But the problem is the moment everyone starts doing something, it stops being a distinguisher. Like the fact that going to school at one point, right? If you could go through 17 years of education, I don't think it's 17 years. I think it's, if you could go through 13 years of education, then you'd be showing, or 11 years even, I think it used to be, you'd be showing like, wow, you must know things about the world and stuff. But as everyone can go through that, as it becomes basically mandatory, it stops being a distinguisher. And I guess that's the, I think it's the problem that like some showers of like status and skill are absolute. I think it is absolutely skillful to be able to chug a pint of milk in, 5 seconds, right? Absolute. No caveat required when you're telling people about your impressive feats. However, okay, so I'm just going to place these out here now because I have a few extra blocks. A little bit scary to do so, but still important. I think if chugging milk is absolutely impressive, then I think something like speedrunning Minecraft is impressive by relation to your percent. If you can speedrun Minecraft in 6 hours, it's not impressive. You speedrun Minecraft, but nowadays the bar is quite low. Whereas back in the day, Minecraft in 6 hours wouldn't be like amazing, but you would still be, wow, you are one of only this many people who have beaten the game, let alone doing it the same day that you loaded up a world. Most people had beating the dragon as like their big end game goal for their worlds, Also, I could use water. And then I'll put him in that. And then I place my block back. Perfect. I've done it, chat. I've solved my problem. I should have realized I could have done that a while ago, huh? So place that on the ground, use my last bit of stone pickaxe to place that there. Then, I don't know if this will keep him in his box. I guess it should. Then we can remove both of these blocks and just slowly prettify the entire place. So yeah, chat, I've gotten this guy up to tier 2, but it's going to cost me another 24 emeralds to get him to tier 3, and all I can buy then is a diamond hoe. But I need to do this if I want to get through to his next tier of trades. But since he's buying iron, that might be better done in the future. Whereas this guy, exact same thing, never mind. I need to buy so many pairs of boots from him. But there's no way around that. I have to buy these pairs of boots. Or I have to give him some coal. If you have impressive feats, you could turn them into a career in certain circles. Very high quality OnlyFans joke, gotta say. It's basically a requirement to have a uni degree no matter where you apply. Yeah, we ruin, every time we do something like that, we ruin the value of something. And I don't even, like, I think that is the weirdest thing about humans that I don't quite get, is we think it's really impressive to do something that everyone has done, and it's impressive to do something that no one has done. But when you're in this, like, awkward in-between space where, like, most people do something, it's like, oh, yeah, you're just following the crowd. You haven't applied any unique thought or skill to that. And that is a shame, because I don't think applying thought and skill should be massive prerequisites, but yeah, they are. Okay, so I think if I just make a few more stone bricks, I can make more of this floor, maybe enough to finish it, and I can just go back to the mountain later to mine more. But I think I now need to work out exactly how this side is going to go. So instead of going right now, I think there's a 5-block gap between these walls, which means that there's effectively, yeah, 5 blocks. So that means this has to go on for 15 blocks, chat. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have to get up there somehow. I guess I'll walk around from this end, or I'll measure it from over there, and then I'll have to build a block below it, and I'll use the stone brick blocks for it. If that made no sense to you, don't worry, chat. I'm going to get my water block out, just in case it becomes unuseful. And I'm going to make this work. So this is block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now this is going to be where the corner goes. For now, we'll just place a stone brick there. I don't know what we'll place there, but this is the corner now. So on the ground there, we'll place a brick. And later, we'll be able to start moving the inside of this shape inwards. Oh, but yeah, I think the ideal world would be one where, like, there's a magic button somewhere, there's a magic labor machine that's like, here is the job that is for you. And everyone can have that one job that comes from the machine, or you can then go and seek out your own one. Whereas I feel like a lot of people are just like, yeah, there are people who find the labor market hard because they want to do anything, but can't do anything. And there are people who find it hard because they're like, I want to find something that specifically matches the skill set I am looking to apply, which is a very different, even if equally valid, issue. Okay, this is just scary, chat. Getting on the other side of a fence is not an easy thing to do. Okay, so if I go here, chat, I don't want to do it. It's scary. I'm just going to break the fence. I'll break the fence, and there's a little area here so that I can place one of these here. And then I guess a couple more, like, here and here, going to be required. So I can place these oak logs going up. Perfect. Then we start going in this way. 5 blocks, if I'm not mistaken. We'll look up at our igloo design. So if you're curious, if you haven't seen the start of this build, my plan is to make a giant igloo. And so while we wait for every day to pass, which allows me to trade more sticks, we do a little bit of this to keep things moving. So now that goes just over here. So we break through this. We place our stone brick here. And then we place another stone bricks like here, here, and there we go. And now we can start placing this one up. And then we'll start placing this way. So slowly, the igloo will come together. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's one more, I think, inward-outward space, which would be like after 1 block there. And then there's like a big wall at the back. But that's most of the design sealed together. It's just the floor now that presents an issue. But again, it is daytime, which means I need to go up, chop some wood, and sell it to my boy, the Fletcher. I could make a second Fletcher, but I think 1 Fletcher is great. What do I do if the job machine gives me Minecraft YouTuber? See, I think that's why a lot of people find certain, like, because the actual way you would make that work is you just got to say, okay, we will pay you to be a Minecraft YouTuber until you can pay yourself. You know, like society, what do we demand from you in taxes if you're a Minecraft YouTuber? Eventually, you know, like depends on how much, but somewhere between 20 and 40%, right? Plus, you know, social, blah, 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 you know, all the other nonsense in life. But so if you say that that's the social contract, then in exchange for the fact that we know we'll make, because from the average, I think the average worker pays about £500,000 in direct taxes in their life. So it's like, if we know we're going to make £500,000 from you if you get a decent job, and we get nothing from you if you don't, it's worth us spotting you like 20 grand a year for, you know, 3 years. You know, if we pay a small percent of that up front, then we could reclaim it on the back end, because we're the government. We can take whenever we want to. And then you could do the thing that you love until you get the money. Obviously, the reality of that is like, I think it's a really interesting like case study. Is like what happens when you pay people to make art, and for the majority of people, it doesn't necessarily go anywhere, but it allows some people to start doing things because they start seeing it as now a real business. I think because like usually you have to incorporate as one. There's a really, really fun way that you can have that work. But it's messy. Also, I'm entering an oversaturated market and I'm pissed off, says Xavier. Yeah, I know. I think the different. I think I realized just within the time that I've been making videos, I've gone from being in like an underfulfilled market to being a wildly oversaturated market, right? So I feel like, I know it's quite different because it's not that I'm seeking a job, but effectively that's what I do. Every day I seek, hey guys, please would you like to see what I've done today? If you don't want to see what I've done today, then I guess I'll hope that I make money tomorrow, you know? And that's like a pessimistic way to see it, but I think quite a real way too. That also, should I put down some water or some slime blocks or something? Actually, I can never get slime blocks, chat. I never thought I would miss slimes, but there's no slimes at this height. Ah, it's terrible. How am I going to find slimes? I need to look for alternative jobs while applying to law. Yeah, that's the when there is a saturated field, your job is not, can I show I'm competent enough? It's, can I stand out amongst everyone who is doing this thing? And the truth is, most of the time, statistically, no. Also, I've not been to India, but from what I've seen, it's got very strong India vibes. Talking about Sri Lanka, visit Winchester. So, again, I always pull back from, I don't want to make the whole, like, oh, you know, my Sri Lankan grandmother hates Indian people joke. But I will say, comparing countries in that region is a minefield on the internet. Visit Winchester. Maybe you should visit Winchester, or maybe you should visit Kolkata before you visit Winchester. Missing slimes, where's the real toy cat? I know, Justin Delisle, I was thinking that. You know, actually, Justin, I think you might be a good candidate for our token stand-in non-member chatter. You know, like, definitely, you know, how's that work for you? You need to make some oozing potions. Oh, Great Owl Master, I've still got a, what is he, a piglin named after you? I'm pretty sure he made a mob farm already. I made a very poor mob farm, but I think if I made an actual mob grinder, it might be more effective. Because I needed the water to make the mob grinder. Now that I have it, I could also make an iron farm, to be fair. Do you think an iron farm in the sky would go well? It's an interesting idea. I enjoy guessing Sri Lanka on the GeoGuessr alternative. Geotastic. I love that there is a GeoGuessr alternative, by the way, Dasher. I don't think I mentioned it last time it came up. But I hate when something gets popular and decides monetization needs to be, no one can have this for free anymore. I've been saying for a while, like, the way I would love to sell stuff on the marketplace, by the way, new add-on releasing Tuesday, the way I would love to sell stuff is, like, it's free for an hour or whatever, like, you know, or you can, you know, if you want to use this in a, you know, like a saved world or whatever, like console style, sure, pay me then, please. Or just be like, pay what you like. You can buy this for as little as, you know, like 20 cents if you want to. 5 mine coins. I'll take it. I guess honestly, mine coins would allow you to do that. It's dumb. They use, you know, I'm not gonna rant about mine coins. I'm gonna resist, chat. But why do they use mine coins as a currency and then use them in such fixed tiers? That's what I think is dumb. Like, it looks from the outside like, oh yeah, well the mine coins allow them to be flexible with pricing more than regular money. And it's like, no, look at the marketplace. Everything costs one of about 20 different tiers. But so there's a bunch of things that cost 160. There's a bunch of things that cost 310. There's a bunch of things that cost 490, which is 180 more than 310. I don't know how they work out the tiers actually. Oh, add-ons has its own little thing here. But yeah, the point here is there's a bunch of different add-ons and but everything has the same. Also, wait, while we're here anyway, look at it. You can IBX toy maps. I don't think you can actually search for us that way. Oh, you can. So if you go here and then you go to IBX toy maps, you should see this as of Tuesday. I don't know why I can see it now, but it costs $660 because that's tier 4. This is the 4th tier, and so it's like, but why? Why does it like? Why do you force people to buy it at 680 coins then? It makes no sense. You could line up the payment tiers with the cost tiers, except you know maybe that's not what they want to do very deliberately. Yeah, it's like it's advertising in stream. Yeah, terrible. Also, at 69 days played, could you build something meaningful to mark the occasion? You know, what's something meaningful? That's a really good question. Yeah, today's stream is a little bit of a grindy one, I guess. I didn't realize it as we started, but we We have to do this daily turn my wood into sticks little grind here. Okay, so I'm out of blocks. I'll throw these on the ground. Then I'll pick them back up and I'll put them in here. Just one slab, just so I can cook stuff up later. And then as with every day, take our apples and put them away, and our snow, and I've got to do a better job at inventory organization because I need lots of sticks. So many sticks, chat. Look at all the sticks I need. And then sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think I'm starting to like hit a wall of like, if I get to diamond tools, which I very much can, it's going to cost me so much. And so maybe I should just say, I only need so many of these iron ingots to make an anvil. So right now that would be three iron blocks. One of those. I need this many iron blocks for an anvil. I think that's a must. I'll put it on there. Confusingly, you can still open a chest with an anvil on it. But then that gives me 23 spare iron. I think I would be better off just like biting the bullet and saying, I need an iron farm eventually anyway. So let's trade like I already have one. Like, I don't know, chat. That felt bad. That didn't feel good. But then if I do that, I can start buying diamond hoes rather than these. Or we could just sit there buying stone shovels endlessly. Because like it cost me 1, 2, 3, 4 to get 1 level up. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. It's going to cost me 24 of those. Is that worthwhile, chat? When I could skip a whole 8 of those of these. I don't think it is. I think we're going to have to do it. Toycat, you need a diamond and an emerald to buy a diamond tool. Okay, let's just do it one more time. And then we'll buy these to get the rest of the way. Because then that allows me to throw them in here. Nice and easy. And now, in the morning, you will finish this stone shovel job. We'll do it together, villager. Whew, that hurts. What's the main obstacle to diamond tools? The main obstacle is getting my hands on enough... I don't think I made enough trades, but... I think the main obstacle is getting my hands on enough emeralds to be able to afford them, and to afford the whole pathway up there. Oh, and I bought too many I bought too many sticks, so I can't buy anything from him today. Yeah, like, this will cost me all of my... Look at that, it's going up such a tiny amount now, chat. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, so he just raised the price? Was I buying them for free emeralds the whole time? I think I might have been. I think I might have made a horrible mistake on that, and I just didn't notice it. Anyway, so it's very painful, very expensive to do that. When I could just go to my boy here and say, give me these things I already actually want. And he's like, sure, yeah, great idea. You could do that, and then I'll give you something else. Also, day 69, chat. Ooh-wee. This is exciting, is it not? Now that it's day 69... Also, I've got a bunch of boats. I should do something with these. I'll put them in here, I guess. Now that it's officially day 69, we can celebrate by, you know, sitting at home and playing Minecraft. Yeah, this is cool. Chat, 69 days in hardcore Minecraft. It's not nothing. People pretend like dying in hardcore never happens. But if you're like this cat, it's guaranteed to happen sooner rather than later. So it's cool to be in a moment where we've made it this far. I'm going to take one last stack of cobblestone. I'm going to smelt it, make some more stone brick slabs, and then use those slabs. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, chat. I think we're going to make one last stack, and then we can finish most of the design for this whole place we're living in. Also, the funny number. It did in fact happen. Pogo, did you get my last tip? Oh, my mum is listening to me and she knows I'm a coffee-drinking lesbian slut. It's over chat. Exchanging manual labor for money to pay my husband. You know, you've got a very cool mother. I feel like a lot of people would be like, oh, I don't like when you go on the internet and you shame yourself. You know, I don't like, you know, I'm glad that your mother is down with it. I think people have such... I think, like, with fathers, like, there's a certain range of what you can have in a, you know, like a dad, right? I feel like people have a much bigger variance of relationship with their mother. Some people have mothers that are like angry spiders that are like, I will eat you if you keep living in this house with me. And some are like, oh, but I want you to be my child forever. What can I do to ensure that that happens? I think it's always fun when the contrast becomes visible. Okay, so we're gonna now make this last little part of the house, even if it's just the outline. I think it'd be cool to say we finished the basics of our base. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish the basics of our base. So we'll just count these blocks to make sure they're the same. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Interestingly, this block is going to have to be removed because it's floating over nothing. And then we have a block here, and then we start placing on the side, but I've done that wrong, I guess. So brick slab there, and then 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. Then there's going to be another weird block, but we'll put that there for now. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we need another weird block. I don't know. I'll just put bricks here again. These are perfect stand-in blocks, I guess, for now. And then from here, this should be 15 blocks. If this isn't 15 blocks, something's gone wrong. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Sorry, did I say 15? I meant 17. Yeah, 17's the number of blocks where nothing's gone wrong, chat. Ooh, nothing's wrong. Everything's good. You heard it here. I've now got my base igloo design, but technically speaking, I have to build it up to a second floor because that's how the regular igloo looks. So there's some little bits where that's tricky. But this is like, the igloo is 2 blocks tall. It's actually 3 blocks tall on the back here. So that means we're going to have to build at least up another layer. And then we're going to have to build like the structural top, which will be messy. But I think for now we could build... So how many blocks up are we right now? Are we 1, 2... It's actually very hard to tell. Okay, so we are 1, 2, 3... We're on the 4th block up, so that means we'd go 3 blocks up and then reach the next layer. So what we'll do for that is we'll just go 1, 2, 3. Although I think that is definitely more blocks than that. If I make this igloo too tall, though, it will eventually, like, supersede the original one. So we'll have to sort of mess with that. So this is 4. Then we'll build all the way across to here. Okay, chat, the igloo is coming into completion. In celebration of day 69, you should build a very narrow tower surrounded by white rain. Says Balo999. You know, it's what we all build in Minecraft, whether we admit it to ourselves or not. Yeah, and then we could just build this all the way across to the next thing, and then that'd be another good use of some blocks. And there'll be like an internal like scaffolding, which will look cool even if it's not that functionally useful. So chat, if I fall down now, I will die on day 69. So I'm being very intentful. If you ever want to make sure you don't die to random lag, listen for the thing. Also, I appreciate the tips, Pelgo. Are you doing great today? I hope you're doing well. I've been traveling for 6 months now, and I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to go home and play some Minecraft. You know, James Sanford, I'm glad you mentioned it. It's one of the... I really, really like travel. I think it's one of the most fulfilling things you can do, ultimately, in a lot of ways. So is that the right block on the right layer? I think it is. Did you see what happened there? It's weird. Minecraft is a weird game. But, yeah, I think traveling is one of the best things. But the one downside of being, like, so, like, out of routine and away from home... Because I think that's basically what it is like... By being free to do what you want on a day-to-day basis, you start to realize there are some things that you would do were you untethered by the rules of the world. But the downside is it means you don't have as much time to play games. And I really would miss, like, you know, even if it's like, I don't know, I want to play Wild Frost at the end of the day. Can't do it if I don't have, you know, my home console to hand. I think I see the value in a console like the Steam Deck for that reason. In theory, it's what the Switch should be, but, like... Let's not pretend that playing Switch Minecraft is an optimal experience. So then we'll build another one going across here. Again, we're kind of cutting off a few trees here, but it's totally fine. You can't do bedrock placing when there's blocks too close to you, so I have to annoyingly... I have to do Java placing right now, like I'm a Neanderthal. And we're good. Whew. I've not had a haircut by hairdressers in about 14 years. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I think the idea for hairdressers is one of the most societally confusing things. Like, we all just accept, like, yeah, in order to look presentable, because everyone agrees to be presentable, your hair has to be removed on a regular basis for some reason. You gotta go to the person who charges you a bit more than you think would be fair if you were setting the price yourself. And you've gotta go through a little bit of awkward conversation. I used to love it. I used to go to it was the Amazon salon, which I think might be doxing myself a little bit because there's only one in the UK. But it was so good, chat. And I had a woman there who, like, she got it. She was like, yeah, you know, like, we can do this in silence or we can not. It's like a good taxi driver, right? They wait for you to make the move. They don't go, nah, I'm feeling bored today. You are chatting to me whether you like it or not. That's no good. That's no bueno. So, but what is bueno, certainly bueno, is, you know, like, waiting out, like, oh, you want to chat? Let's go for it. Or being like, oh, you probably came, you know, maybe you've had a little stressful something you're doing. Maybe you talk for a living, you know, and maybe what you need more now than ever is just relaxing as someone, like, takes care of you. You know, maybe that's what you want from this experience. How about I come in and provide that? Do you like this, by the way, chat? I actually kind of like the way it's coming in. I think it's doing some fun things. Okay, so I need a lot more oak logs. Even after all of this chopping, I've still made no progress. I've got afro hair. It's 100% needed. You know, I'm not intimately familiar with the... I think for some reason society pretends that everyone knows every single difference between, you know, like, what you might call, to put it simply, white hair, black hair, right? Everyone knows intimately the differences. There's, like, oil differences, and there's, like... I actually don't understand it, though. Like, I wonder why it is. Like, most things are pretty identical between all humans. So it's weird to me that there are, like, some things where it's like, oh, no, of course that's different, don't you know? Makes me feel like I'm missing some grand point that I shouldn't be. Okay, so now I'm going to make some more stone bricks. And I'm going to have to chop down a few more trees because I want to do some more trading before the day is done. I can't chop that many logs, but we can definitely chop some. We can just get a few more saplings in the trading world. Also, we're going to lose day 69, chat. And that was only because I was congratulating, so I thought I'd treat myself. I don't have long curly hair, so I don't need anything but trims, which I do myself. Yeah, I think my hairdressers are now Benny guy who barely speaks English, and I love it. I have a guy who might be out... No, it's from... I forget where he's from, actually. Offensively. But he moved to the UK, and I was like, oh, that's interesting that you'd moved from there to here. Maybe it's just Turkey, and I'm overcomplicating it myself. But yeah, I thought it was, but, like, you know, he loves a good conversation. And, like, it's like, well, you know, if you are the one setting the terms here, so fair enough, I guess. There are other descriptions, but it's too much. I think it's a bummer that, like, some hairs are, like, basically need that much more than others. But I think everyone would argue they need a haircut, even though, like, what you really mean is, like, I think it is a very good idea for me to do one regularly. Also, we could start buying some terracotta soon. That's exciting. What do I do with dripstone block in my life, chat? I don't actually know. I just know I'm excited. Also, my mum has sheep and 2 goats. My mum is pregnant and bought 4 liters of lube for her kids. Kids are baby. You know, very cool, mother. I hope that's very cool, mother. I hope that you're down with that and you're not like, okay, I just have to not tell people about. You know, I guess you're telling me about it, so you must enjoy it on some level. Okay, so let's turn all of this into stone bricks, then all into stone brick slabs, and it's not going to be enough to finish the entire thing, but at least like another wing here. Like we could take it all the way out to the edge, and then there can be the unfinished corner in that section that we'll deal with when we deal with. Perfect. Just like all my issues, we are going to make the smallest dent and call it a great success. Okay, let's... So, more of these. Put it there. Put it there. Then make some more stone brick slabs. Go all the way to the edge. I think it'd be cool to have an actual ending to my house and an actual building of something going out of that. So that's what I'm kind of moving towards first, chat. So all the way over here is coming next. Including removing these just because they're in the way. The slabs will be useful for my furnace, I'm sure. Okay, wonderful. Then we can move all the way across from there to here. And also we can fill in the gaps in this. Yeah, this is really lovely, chat. I am finally finishing my house. And I'm doing it while making progress towards my stonemason. And very, very slow progress towards this guy. You know what? Should we just make the trades? Should we just do the thing? Because even once I do that, it's like 30 flint is such an expensive trade, chat. But it's what we gotta do. Yeah, I wonder if you could get lava over Y200. As best I can tell, there's no like hard cap that should stop us on that level. It's always going to be theoretically possible. On this seed, I don't think we've seen lava yet. We've looked about 10,000 blocks in every direction. So we have to start looking further afield, which is like, you know, scary as a concept. But it's what we got to do in reality, so I'm like prepared for it. So blocks over here, blocks over there, blocks over there. We're making it now, chat. We're making it. So then remove another one of these blocks. Put one of those there. I really want to get an... if I got a diamond axe today, chat, I think that would actually make a huge difference to my process in a lot of ways. So then we'll place a stone slab. And then we can finally go in here with these logs. Actually, wait, this wall doesn't need to exist. I don't know why it does. You know, it's fine. I'll leave that there. But we actually need to work our way over to this corner, which we'll do. Over here, over there, over here, over there. And there we go. All the way to the corner where we can leave one of these blocks, because these are less valuable because they're tradable. Now we just make a pillar up there. And we have to technically do the same on that side. So we'll do these in alternating formation. Just so we have the blocks there, right? So block this, block that, block here. A little bit terrifying, but that's okay. And then we just need to, and then another one of these. And then we'll just place these all the way in the corner here. And then this is where there's going to be another pile of blocks. Again, I'm making sure I'm not hungry while I'm doing this. A trader with dripstone wouldn't hurt either. I just don't know what I'll do with dripstone. Unless you're saying a wandering trader with dripstone. But yeah, I think getting one lava makes no sense until we can work out the dripstone problem. I guess one lava does make sense because you can make a nether portal. Although we've worked out a way around that too. It's the stupidest way, but we have worked it out. Try this challenge again after the update. Oh, you're saying with the wandering trader turned on. Yeah, actually, if we have the wandering trader turned on, then he would be able to sell. No, he buys buckets for emeralds, which is nice. I don't think there's anything new that he sells. He should start selling lava. That's my personal hot take. But yeah, now that we've done enough of this, we're going to head back up because we've got some more wood we need to sell today. Let's get it done. Ooh, yeah, 14 more days till this world is older than Nomad, says Leyland the Custodian. Yeah, I'm so... Oh, hello. Imagine if he killed me right then. Would be very perfectly timed. Oh, 2 bones. Love bone meal. I think I've now got more of it. It's not as rare, but it's still a big deal for me. I can't... Yeah, a diamond axe, chat. It'd be a game changer. I could make an iron axe, but I know it will just die. And so I'm choosing to resist. I'm hyped for the Wandering Trader to start selling logs. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people critiquing it, but I think it's one of the coolest trades. It's one of the best value trades, and it will certainly make super flat survival easier. I think we might commit to when the spring drop comes out. I think we might play hardcore super flat with no bonus chest. It is the dumbest challenge, but I think it would be so fun. And yeah, I think it's one of those challenges I can really like sink my teeth into. Also, we have pick lock and touchscreen. I'm very happy. Trying to find a lobster roll for you, babe. Thank you. I've been looking for a lobster roll for a while. It's you know, there's just not enough circumstances for them in life. It's the real tragedy. I want a lobster roll so bad. But you know, again, I'm going to someone's housewarming party tonight in like not that many minutes actually. Yeah, not that many minutes at all, actually. But yeah, I just made sure that everything was okay there, chat. Don't worry, it all is. I'll make 3 more wooden axes, because I'm clearly making so many of these. Yeah, it's like, you know, what am I going to do? Order a lobster roll there? Who's criticizing it? Yeah, I've seen loads of people, like, it's the most critiqued trade from the Wandering Trader I've seen. Like, when people... Because, let's be honest, everyone's hatred for the villager trade rebalance, it was all focused on the mending villager hate stuff. But, like, every change to Minecraft, there's going to be detractors, right? I think this is, like, actually valuable. Like, if people hate something with a really weak case, then you don't need to care about their opinions. Like, if you hate that there is a skyscraper being built on the other side of the country because you think humans shouldn't live in boxes, it's like, you don't get to have... That's a weak opinion, so we don't have to care about it. We'll listen to your opinion, but that's fine. And so, yeah, basically, I think if you listen to everyone's opinions, you can get the best result. And the most interesting opinion about the Wandering Trader has been more or less like, yeah, even now he's not that useful. But I think it's because, I think the truth is that even though he's not that useful, he's still able to be useful on challenges like this. Although, where is he, chat? Where is my Wandering Trader? It's day 70. I've seen this guy 0 times. I think I have to do something odd to get him here. It could be that he only spawns on grass. It could be... But again, after this stream, as Dasher says, remember to leave my PC running while recording to find out. Halifax, Nova Scotia has lobsters being served everywhere. I have people in... I have, like, family, more or less, in Nova Scotia I've got to visit. So I'll have to try that out someday. Although I went to Nova Scotia for, years ago, and it was a $50 flight ticket from the UK round trip there. Yeah. Also, mending's absolutely broken, as it is back in my day 2012. We were satisfied with our bare iron pickaxes, and we were happy. Yeah, the fact that tools don't break anymore is a really cool quality of life thing, but it comes at the cost of the game. Like, we have traded... I don't know, like, it's one of my, like... It sucks to be against things that are popular, but sometimes you need to be to make things actually work. Also, fun times had by all, said 6. Thank you. You know what? I feel a little weird. I wonder what that is. That there's, you know how like there's some language that just like goes out of favor over time. I've had fun times had by all is like something I only ever hear is like ooh, this feels like 1960s-ish. But I feel like it's like the ultimate thing to say when you're like, yeah, this was a good time. Did you have a good time last night? I had a good time, but my friend is in an ambulance in intensive care right now. Not good times had by all, but, you know, him being in intensive care, I still had a good time, right? Or if he had a good time and I'm in intensive, you know, it's, like, you know, the night I got bit by a rat was a great night. Fun times had by most, you know? I had a great time too. I'm gonna be honest, that was a fun times had by all moment. If there ever was one. So let's make a ton of spruce planks. Oh, so many spruce planks. Make a ton of sticks. Too many sticks, apparently. I don't know what to do with my too many sticks. I've got a torch I've got to do something about, apparently. Okay, so torch on the side of the snow block. Sounds great. So I'm just going to quickly go... Oh, I have to pick these up. I went through all that effort to craft them, chat. I can't just leave them. What do I do? I'll make this into some planks. And I'll drop those planks on the ground and I'll come back for them. Okay, I need to get my trades in today, so I can get my trades in tomorrow too, chat. I like to see them add rare OP Wandering Traders that have a low spawn rate, but sweet trades like useful stuff, like Neverite Swords. I think Neverite Swords would break things. See, that's an example of popular. Like, people would like it, but it... Oh, no! Oh! Ah! Chat! Okay, this is a bad sign. That could have ruined... That could have been game over. It's hardcore, chat. It's hardcore. I can't just have that happening. That's why nighttime is scary. That's why I can't be having that. Jeez. Most of your flooring is non-spawning slabs, though. Okay, so we lost one of these and we lost one of these. But we're fine otherwise. Okay, so I need to make some more sticks. I need to sell those sticks. Still getting great trade deals. Love to see it. Just so many sticks. Sell them all. All the way till we can't, basically. And now I've got 20 emeralds. And I think we have to commit to just, like, the pain of do this. Yeah, level 3, chat. I can now buy diamond hose. These are better emerald efficiency, and I might use them. And there's my enchanted axe that I am looking for. So all I need to do now is buy, like, 7 diamond hose. I have run out of space in here for them. Gotta admit, that's a problem. I'll put them in a barrel. You know, let's be honest. Barrel is where these things can go. Look at that, chat. Diamond hoe acquired. I never need a wooden hoe again. There is no reason for me to use one if I can obtain one this cheaply. I have diamond tool. But I think the title of this video says diamond tools. And so I would hate to leave you hanging in that way. But yeah, chat, I think I had like the, you know, kind of like business chat with myself, of like, I think, you know, because again, like I really love following my, like, trying to follow the intersection of my passion and what people love. And I feel like for the most part it works pretty well. But I think the last few years on YouTube have been like the hardest few. You know, like it's something you can always, like, you know, how you want to blame it or label it is something everyone can pick their own poison for. I think if I'm like trying to be most objective, I would say like somewhere in the pandemic, I like fell off the. I know, like I went from being like one of the biggest like news and fun stuff channels to like there are channels that like took each of those niches and like, you know, like while I was like doing other stuff, we're like, okay, that's the thing now. Even with like Seed Sunday, there's like one channel that does seeds successfully on YouTube now, just about that I can see. And it's like, that's all YouTube needs now. YouTube doesn't want to have, what would be the need of Seed Sunday when there's a whole seed channel, basically. And so more or less, like, I would say, like, I, like, unniched in the wrong way. I got, or maybe got out-niched, you could say, depending on how you want to frame YouTube and the whole system as a whole. Also, look at me, I can buy apples. Exciting. But, so, like, at the current level of, like, effectiveness, I think, I don't talk, like, finance that much, chat, but I kind of worked out, like, yeah, at the current level, like, after I pay, like, you know, my mortgage, taxes, and like, you know, like employees, it's like that's like 100% gone. So I have to, like, you know, dip into reserve savings, whatever you want to call them after that. And so basically, I was kind of forced into, like, unlike most of the time where you can just like keep riding, you know, like you can make your pushes but on your own time. It's like I have to do something and I have to do it like fast. And so I think my big like strategy push is one of 3 things has to, you know, I concluded this like at the end of last year, the start of this one. But I think one of 3 things has to go well. Like second channel, that's like a fun thing that I feel like I play around with regularly. Or channel memberships, or the toy maps thing. I think all 3 I'm trying my best on. But maybe even that is like, maybe that's learning the wrong lesson. Like the point about niching is to work out which of those are good. Also, I think the meta at the time seemed to be make a new channel for every little niche. Yeah, it's a scary thing too. I think that's the broad way you could describe YouTube, is that YouTube wants you to put yourself into a niche box. Because that is... Also, I got a helmet. I already had one, but now I've got 2 helmets. Very exciting. If I pick it up, that is. Yeah, I think YouTube wants to put everyone into a niche box. And that's a really... So you have... All the best results are going to be when you do that to yourself. When you follow YouTube's command, more or less, right? But it has the real downside of, like... But people aren't niches. I guess you could say, like... But with TV shows, you You would be really upset if you tuned in to watch an episode of Community or an episode of, I don't know, Countdown. And the Countdown people are like, I don't want to do maths today. I want to tell jokes. Actually, 9 out of 10 cats this, 8 out of 10 cats this Countdown. Some of the best episodes. But you'd be upset if they were like, yeah, today's formula is we're going to be, I don't know, talking about social issues. You'd be like, I want to see you do the counting real fast. And so, like, you know, maybe that's like the bit to learn from that, you know. Same with like musicians. Like, a lot of musicians go through a crisis with like what they do, and they'll like change genre entirely. So basically my whole thing before was like, nah, I like Minecraft as a game, especially like Minecraft console and later Bedrock edition. I show all the little corners of it, and like people are like, yeah, I like this guy's showcase of all those things. But because there are some people who only watch Seed Sundays, there are some people who would only watch fun fact videos. There weren't a lot of them, but it's enough of them for YouTube to be like, yeah, 4% of people click these videos, 4% of people click these videos, whereas this guy's videos, 6% of his subscribers click those. So I think he's doing a better job. And, you know, like, I think it kind of runs you into a... I think you get... I think the metric-driven YouTube we've headed towards, where people are like, how do we optimize for engagement? I think what's crazy now, chat, is like so many videos... It used to be the meta for a little bit. End your videos kind of before people are gone. Like, don't have an outro, just go straight from... And that's how I did it. Done. Just straight. The moment someone considers that they've finished the video, you finish the video for them, basically. And so then it became like, okay, people are like ready for that. And some of them like click as you're getting to the end. So like I've seen a lot of videos like end basically on the end of a sentence. The video is done, but they're like introducing a new idea, and then they finish it on that sentence. I'm like, what is this? This is... It must work so well for retention metrics or whatever. But it's not a good product. Second channel's my favorite thing on YouTube, to be honest, says James Sanford. Yeah, it basically relies on, like... Oh, fun. I think the problem with it is it's a low CPM niche with a very niche audience, so it kind of relies on, like, will people like it enough to, you know, Patreon or to, you know, member or whatever. I don't think that that's going to be true. So it could be that, like, you have to get a critical mass of, you know, dozens, or like, you know, let's just say like millions of views a month. Is that possible? I don't know. So yeah, it's there's a few things I'm playing around with basically, but I realized like I'd like sit down myself and be like, yeah, I need to work these out. I need to work out what that is. Also, go do a degree in whatever you want is good advice if you're rich and have connections, or if you don't mind not getting rich. It's great advice if you're like, yeah, I guess, yeah, that's being rich on some level. I was like, yeah, I'll just do what I want and hope for the best. You need to, even if you're not though, like, the world kind of hears your plight if you say, I don't want to do the jobs that are, well, maybe it doesn't. I find it's funny, there's 8 out of 10 cats does Countdown, but no 8 out of 10 cats anymore. Yeah, that proves the point about how much better 8 out of 10 cats does Countdown was than, like, I would say it's more popular than both Countdown and 8 out of 10 cats. It's a weird case for collaboration being more popular than both of the things that it's after. I think it's funny because your regular videos are targeted towards literal kids, but your live streams and second channel stuff is slightly more mature. I don't know how to say this without you trusting that it is me being genuine, if that is your actual belief, but I can 100% assure you that I do not... Oh, I've destroyed this. I don't make my videos targeted toward kids at all. I think the thing that I do is I'm very aware, like, the power of swearing, I think, is like, when I do drop it in a video, everyone's like, whoa, and that's like the thing. I would say probably the other thing is I try not to get too far off away from Minecraft. I'm like quite aware that if this is your first video, I can't go too off the deep end with Minecraft. But yeah, I know it's a common thing to assume like, oh yeah, people who make Minecraft videos make them for children. I can assure you it's not what I'm making them for. I don't know whether it was like, you know, air quotes by accident or whether it was like built into the niche or whatever. But I think a lot of people were quite young when they first started watching in like 2012. And so even though I was like, I make videos for me, you know, a 17-year-old, you know, maybe I had a lot of 12 and 13-year-olds watching. Someone was like, yeah, I was like 7 when I found your channel recently. And I'm like, how did you... Glad you enjoyed the videos, I guess. Doesn't make sense to me, but I'm glad it's true for you. But that was actively confusing. Okay, so now I'm going to build up here. I have to be very careful to sleep basically as soon as I can. So that is exactly what I'm going to do, chat. I'm just going to go to sleep right now. Right now. Right now. You know, I'm never going to go to sleep. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I think I should destroy this block here. Replace it with some bricks. And then destroy this block here. I think they could probably walk to each other if I did that. So replace it with some bricks. Bricks make everything better, chat. But yeah, now we can finally go to sleep. And tomorrow, it's officially Emerald Day. Will I get enough emeralds to get through to my axe, though? At this rate, it doesn't look like it, but we'll see. So yeah, today's been a big... Oh, what is happening, chat? Did you see that? What just happened to me? So, you can sell a lot of these. All of these, in fact. Go crazy on it. I do need to keep in mind that I need to buy stuff tomorrow, too, but that's fine. And then, 1, 2, 3... Oh, I need 2 more, chat, but I bought all the diamond hose that he's willing to sell me. And then I just need to get my 30 emeralds after that. So, I need probably 3 more of these trades. If we're leveling with ourselves, 3 more is probably the right amount. I need 42 more emeralds and I get an enchanted axe, chat. That's exciting. That's exciting. TU19 tutorial world hype. Oh, what is... Something is going weird, chat. I need to log out and log in before it breaks me. I don't know what's happening. I hope that I don't spawn in underneath the slabs, actually. Oh, I should check. Oh, no. Don't do it to me, game. No. I'm scared. I should always, like, build up if you're on slabs and you have issues. You never know when the game's going to decide you're underneath the slabs rather than above them. It's happened to me enough times that is not hypothetical, by the way. I'm not, like, imagining a bad scenario. I am telling you about a bad scenario. Okay, so we'll remove the rest of the slabs now. Look like they're good to go. There we go. It's a little brick corner of the world. We should remove these 2, I guess. It just, you know, it's nice to have a use for the bricks. It's nice to have this place feel a little bit more homely. Also, I am Welsh. Take it as yes. Thank you, Dr. Jedi Spartan. Also, TU31, TU19. Maybe the videos seem like they were made for kids because of the enthusiastic delivery, bright colors, and the fast pace. I think that it's a hard one to think about for me. Because genuinely, I was thinking like, okay, what are the... But I think, yeah, the color grading, something that every creator realized early on is like, if you color grade your videos brighter, you see better results. You know, like maybe that's like a children's TV thing, but like, if you have more saturation in your thumbnails, more people click the thumbnails. If you have more... Is this a slab? I think it's a slab. Okay, so I can just build straight on top of this. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, counterintuitive stuff with, like... You know, like, the whole, like, red circle thing? But it's like, that's not even, like, intuitively a children thing. But it's one of those things where I was like, why does that succeed? And, like, looking back, it's like, probably something in, like, younger minds, like, just clicks with it better, right? But yeah, I think it's interesting because a lot of people will watch videos that they assume they'll be like, yeah, these videos are for children. I just happen to like them. When it's actually quite likely and very possible in this case that you are liking a video that is made for you that just happens. I know, I think a lot of people get like uncomfortable with the idea of like, or not uncomfortable, but like they really over-internalize the idea of like, this band that I like, this song that I like, this brand that I like, it's only popular with children, and I have to deal with that. That is the cross that I bear in exchange for liking this particular type of mac and cheese. I have to know that it's... I know the Scooby-Doo snacks are made for, you know, people who like Scooby-Doo, children, in other words. But there's a funny... Okay, you know, I mentioned this when I went to the concert. I went to watch Rise Against. It was the first time I've ever watched or paid to watch live music, chat. It was an experience. I spoke about the mosh pit and everything else. But one of the most interesting points to me is the fact that one of my worries was like, oh yeah, this was my favorite band from when I was a teenager. So is it gonna just be teenagers there? You know, I was like ready to accept if it was. It's not like a deal breaker. But I was like, oh, what if they look at me and they're like, oh, who's this old man over here? Your videos seem like they're made for kids because of how fast the pacing is to keep you from clicking off. Are you sure you're thinking of my videos? I think pacing is something I don't do well. And I've tried fast pacing and it doesn't, I don't think it fits with me and it doesn't, my audience doesn't like it either. I think people, if you look at this week's video, I took my Igloo the first 50 days and I put it down to 16 minutes. I was like, let's make this as short and fast paced as possible. People like that way less than when I took a 32 fun facts video, which the traditional format is do that in 10 minutes or less. And I turned it, I think it's 27 minutes or something.
Lobster
but I got
roll,
to...
That's it, that's the chat.
Hey,
Lobster.
Daniel Connors! Lobster roll, that's it, that's the chat, is the perfect chat. I love it. I feel like I recognize the name from the other social medias that exist out there. Very, very cool to see. Thank you very much. Very dearly. Okay, I think we're gonna build the front of the Igloo out more now, chat. I think that's what has to come next. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the logical next place to go. Let's do it. Okay, so over here, and then down, and then over here, and I think we might just go all the way across on this one too. No, actually we won't. Let's just build up from here. Okay, so this is the way the Igloo is looking while I work on the pressing issue. Also, how much damage will I take? Half a heart, nice. Okay, let's see what's happening with you. 31 still. I can make a ton more sticks. I can make a lot more, chat. I just don't know that that would be productive right now. Yeah, tomorrow we need 30 emeralds, and then we're good. I feel like it might just be that you're a Minecraft YouTuber who isn't overtly edgy. Oh, I get in so much trouble for my dumb edgy things I've done. Like, you know, like, still to this day, there are people who comment on my first Minecraft video being like, why did you call the cactus the arsler? That's not okay. And I'm like, well, what is, you know, like, or even like, actually, it's weird. People don't comment on it as the arsler. Now that I'm mentioning it, they don't call it that, even though that's the societally accepted reason you can't use that word. They're like, why are you swearing, Toy Cat? You shouldn't swear. You're not a swearer. Toy Cat's voice was slower and deeper when he did COD. I think like every teenager, you have this instinct for when you're presenting, you're like, okay, so here's how it's gonna be. This is how my voice sounds. I'm gonna sound monotonic and like I'm not interested in anything, so that no one can accuse me of having enthusiasm for things that I don't. And so this is my Call of Duty video voice, because I wanted people to think that I thought the game was not cool. I just played it, you know, because yeah, I'm really good at this game. I'm not trying that hard. It's just how I am. Real good at this. I like the episode called F*** Cave Spiders. Yeah, right. Like, yeah, it's I do think there is a natural element of some. In what context do you call the cactus the arsler? Says E. C. I think you need to get deeper in your Toy Cat lore. It became politically incorrect to use the R word in the 90s. I think it definitely goes in. Okay, so I can only comment on my own upbringing, right? Like, you could tell me it became politically incorrect in the 1800s, and I wouldn't be able to refute that. It was definitely, again, can anyone here from the, you know, like early 2000s internet verify? Like, it was just very incredibly normal. Also, it froze over. I'm gonna have to put like a torch here to prevent that from happening. I'll put the torch on the side of this, I guess. Can you not? Can you put it on the top? You can, that works. So that should keep it alive. If it doesn't, I'll see, I guess. Yeah, it used to be very normal in the 2000s internet. You called but because it was like a partially edgy word though. Like, it started like that way, like, oh yeah, you call your friend that, and it's like, oh. But then it was just like, well, everyone calls everything that. So you can call a cactus. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not the sort of person who's like deep on the. I mentioned this before. Like, I'm such a non-believer in the concept of making bad words anyway. I only think they work. I think there's this fun thing. There's how should you believe the world works, and how do you operate within the world that works that way. A lot of people tie the two things together. But even though I don't believe that there should be bad words, I like using them in a dangerous way. But I also think there shouldn't be bad words. It's just that if I start using them all, it doesn't make them less bad. It just makes... I guess it's like... I think a real struggle a lot of people have is like there are some things that are associated as being of a certain class or a certain. Also, it's raining real bad, chat. I remember being told not to call things gay, and that was wrong. Use the R slur instead. Yeah, calling things gay was so normal. Like, but now you wouldn't do it not because it's offensive, but because it's not cool. Like, if I say, "Oh yeah, this tree's so gay." Oh man, my stone pickaxe almost dying. That's gay. Like it just makes me sound like I'm from the early 2000s. Yeah, I remember calling things gay was like, ooh, you sure you want to be doing that still? You know, we've just had this big gay rights movement. I think it's I still use it sometimes. I'm 34. It wasn't frowned upon during my youth. See, thank you, Joshua Lyles. I think there is a bit of a thing of like, in some circles, like I don't know, there was a word for cigarettes I thought was like nationwide, but it was just my friends. I don't want to say it. I don't want to locate myself down that way. But like, oh yeah, like you know that Americans on the internet. So there was like this really special moment, chat. This is me being an old man for a minute, but. There was this little special moment when the internet had just kind of like gone international, where national governments didn't care or know how to deal with it yet. And so like there was just this moment where like every online space that had a chat room or a forum was just a mix of everyone from Europe and everyone from North America. And so in particular, as the biggest English-speaking region in both those places, there's so much cultural contact between British people and Americans that happened in this period. And so one of the funny things is you learned so many dumb idiosyncrasies of the other place. I'm sure there's all sorts of things people found dumb about the UK this way. But one of the funny ones to me is the Americans really didn't like the F slur, as we call it now. Apparently that's infiltrated our life. But it's like, but we wouldn't, like, it's not even a word we'd think to use offensively in the UK, genuinely. If you call someone that word that I can't use on the internet because now American policies dictate what you can and can't say. But the word that I can't say on the internet that starts with F and rhymes with maggots, that word is horrendous. Like that is the big, like, you are trying to hurt someone in a mean way in the US, or at least it was in the early 2000s. And I was like, no one would be hurt by that. It's not even like, it's like calling something gay, where you're like, oh, that's not even... It stops even meaning the thing. And so, also, what's up, guys? Gotta miss the stream to birth my child. Have fun. Hey, congratulations! Oh, wait. I won't... I'll save the congratulations. You might do a terrible job. But have fun. Yeah, bundle of sticks. Yeah, so I remember the very first time, chat, that I used to just accept random Xbox invitations from people who watched the videos. You know, like, if I'd ever realized where my career would go, I would have not done that. I feel like, there's all sorts of people who are like, oh, Toy Cat, he hung around with me and he refused my party invite or whatever. You know, whereas if I'd just been like, can't do it, always been off pair offline. Whereas now people, anyway, so the point is, someone added me on Xbox and I was like, oh, hey. And we like, yeah, he was from America. We made friends for like 10 minutes. And then he was just like, yeah, will you do a commentary? Will you put me in one of your videos? Like I can talk in it, you know, like it's stuff. And I was like, oh no, man, I don't really like doing that. And he's like, no, you'll really like it if we do it. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And he just went silent for 10 seconds. And he's like, you're a effing F. And I was like, what did you just say to me? This is like a 12-year-old or something. And he's like, you're a effing F. And then he got all his friends to make accounts to leave comments to that effect on the YouTube channel. Yeah, I thought it was like bizarre that like the word that he came to come up with the most offense to get me to do his will was that. Also, Hexa Hector, patiently waiting for this to become a video so I can watch it at 2 times speed. Okay, Hexa Hector, I tell you what, you stay here, I'll start talking at 2 times speed. Okay, so the thing we've got to know about okay, you know, this is hard. So the thing you're going to know about this trade that I'm going to do right now is I really want to get this trade done. And I'm just going to do this right now just to mess with Hexa going 2 times speed because he's going to have to slow it down. He's going to be really annoyed that I'm talking this fast. How's he going to do it? I've got this cider right here, by the way. It's 7.4% vintage reserve cider. I really like the idea of drinking ciders because I like the idea of having a drink that's kind of expensive, kind of nice. I like the idea of having something that's like actually like a fun thing to drink. But the problem is I don't actually like cider that much. Like cider is the most drinkable of most standard drinks, but it's still not that actually drinkable, is it? It's a real big problem. I think that apples are like a fun idea, but fundamentally we just need to have a tasty drink that is like kind of low in percent. But people who don't want to drink beer, because not everyone wants to drink beer. Beer's not that good of a drink. It's ultimately not really anything that much at all. Also, I was only 2 of those. I'm now only 30 away from my smite free axe. God damn. IBX Slickcat, when do you have to leave? I think soon. I mean, have to leave is strong, right? Chat, actually, can you tell me? So I've got a party invite for around... Actually, let me see if it says be here at 6 or... I feel like every party invite says something to the effect of like... yeah, that guy's gonna have to slow down his speed now when he watches it. Okay, so if we go to, I'm gonna just confirm what the invite says. Okay, it says, okay, so it says from 6 p.m. chat. Showing up at 6 p.m. would be insane, right? I've got to show up at like, you know, just before 7 at the earliest, right? Am I reading that right? If you guys can be my social compass, point me in the right direction here. So I need to get 30 emeralds, which is going to take 2 days from this guy. Yeah, it's going to take me a while. So I need to have another source of emeralds. But look at that. Today, chat, I got to the point... Oh, and there's even... If I buy one of these, I'll then be able to buy a diamond pickaxe. It's the most useless... It's annoying that it's useless, but it kind of is. So yeah, in the meantime, we could buy these if we wanted to, and then we could buy our way up that. But we got very exciting. Not one slip of the tongue. Flawless. Thank you, Joshua Lyles. I do my best. My best just isn't very good. So now I'm going to make the rest of the spruce logs into planks, and then I've got to do something with these spruce saplings at some point. I can start cooking them in the furnace. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll finish up this little area. I think we could get a surprising amount done. And then we can work out what it is that we want to buy the most. Is this the best use for 30 emeralds? I think it is, chat. I think there's no question. A diamond axe by itself is going to change everything for me. And so I'm excited for that. But yeah, I've got to do something about all this snow at some point. Maybe I should just build a big cover. Or maybe that's why I should start collecting... Because I'm going to want to build snow blocks for the roof of this. You know, like a big igloo. I was thinking, like, have the sides be exposed, but have a roof that's made out of snow. Yeah, that would look really cool, wouldn't it, chat? I think that would look really cool. Do you like that idea? I like it. He's going to miss this party. I wish party started on time. What's the word for what you're describing? There's a... I feel like it is yeah, it's one of those strange acceptable realities of like, oh yeah, no one expects a thing to start at the time that it says it will start at. And as much as I hate to say it, we are the weird ones that we expect to have a start time. Not the people who... I mean, I guess within any society, you could say, there are sets of rules that people list out, and you follow them, or you don't, at your own peril. Having a roof, yes. Yeah, because this whole top thing up here, no snow spawns on it, because it's all non-spawnable slabs. Which is actually... Ah! Oh my god, chat! Why? How? God, that is the worst. Jesus, I did not like that at all. So, something to be cautious of. Kind of nuts, huh? Use the same formula as showing up for streams. Yeah, chat, you're weird if you expect me to show up for streams at the time that it says on the screen. Because let's be honest, okay, you know, actually, no, I'm gonna double down on my, because this should be a joke stance, but actually, do you know how most streamers do it? They say starting at 6, and then they start playing one of those, like, You know, like, they're like, please wait, we'll be with you shortly. You know, that's how streams actually go for most people. I'm unique in that I prepare. When a stream is ready to go, it's moment one I'm talking about what I'm up to. I do my best with that. I wanna be unique. I wanna do it the right way, you know? And so really everyone should be like, wow, look at this, Toy Cat. The moment I hear Toy Cat, I know the stream is going. I don't have to worry like I'm blaring music out of my speakers because I need to make sure that I hear when Toy Cat's voice starts going. None of that. If you want to get there before 7, you need to leave now. I know where it is. I'm pretty good. I have a feeling someone's waiting for you. Maybe start getting ready. I think we have a big goal that I would love to show you has been achieved, chat. Will the Igloo have a lavatory in it? You know, I like the name Igloo, by the way. Definitely gonna start calling it that. But yeah, so we need to make every 4 pieces of logs gives us 1 emerald, basically. So this is 10 emeralds. This is 2. This is 2. This is 2. We've got 16 emeralds so far. We're gonna have to chop down a whole other tree, and then that will give me the emeralds that I need for this diamond axe. Also, there was probably a you probably got the fixed thumbnail earlier. Okay. Chat. I'm gonna upload the fixed thumbnail now. Tell me if you like it more. My one was kind of rough, made with a photo editor online. I'm looking away from what might be a creeper explosion, by the way, so hope I don't die. Okay, look at this. Woo. Loving it. Okay, so now we just put down the saplings. I'm starting to get too many saplings, so I might throw some of these in a chest. I can later use them for furnace fuel or something, but for now, this will do great. And then we'll put the sapling. Oh no, yeah, we got to do something about all of this. So apple, that, wheat. Yeah, I think we have made an incredible dent in this world today, chat. Before you leave Minecraft running for wandering traders. Okay, chat. Today has been a wonderful day. Oh, actually, but tomorrow it's going to be even more wonderful. Because look at this. I can start trading. And I can turn my small emerald pile into a big emerald pile. Okay, so we're going to have to make a ton more of these. Just stick. Okay. Small emerald pile, become big emerald pile. And now I have half of the emeralds required for this guy to give me a diamond axe. And given how much wood is required in this world, having that diamond axe, kind of a big deal. But that'll be in Igloo Part 8, because we're on 74 days, which means that in the next stream, we very well might, it's very possible, that we end up getting to our longest hardcore world, even longer than the Nomad. So that's going to be exciting. If you're curious about an update on everything to do with that, we are editing the Nomad video together. It takes most of a month to make those videos because of all the footage involved. But I hope that you are looking forward to it, because if you are, that's good. And if you're not, well, that's entirely your right to, I guess. But for now, I hope you have all enjoyed this video. If you have, then don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, because I'll see you in the next one. Good. I think we might need to do another trip out to the mountain, or I could like smelt my last pile and. Anyway, yeah, we got some big plans, and I look forward to seeing you for those plans next time. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Get the axe first, says Lilan the Custodian. That's what I'm saying, but I think I have to be somewhere, apparently. Okay, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Or will I? Who's to say? It's not good, it's just not bad. Wait. I meant that in reverse, but you can take it that way. See you next time. Probably on Monday. I don't know how days work though.